Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Mary Mac. Today we're making pumpkin dip. We're heading into November, and November, of course, is Thanksgiving month in North America. I say Thanksgiving month because you're going to be eating Thanksgiving foods all month. Pumpkin is super popular this time of the year. Pumpkin spice, anything is super popular. So this pumpkin dip is a dessert dip, and it's made to be served with a variety of cookies. I'll give you some suggestions for those, but you can basically get any kind of a cookie that would be good with pumpkin. And this is a pretty easy recipe to make and very easy to transport, so it's great to take to a party or a Friendsgiving celebration or anything like that. I remember this from years and years ago. This was the thing at like Tupperware parties or Pampered Chef parties that people would make to show off whatever the dishware was or, that sort of thing. So this is an old classic dip recipe from those home sales parties that all of those of us who are older used to love to go to and our moms used to love to go to. So here we go. You'll need 1 8-ounce package of Neufchâtel cheese, which is light cream cheese or cream cheese at room temperature. 1 8-ounce frozen whipped topping thawed. So that's one of those 8-ounce containers of like Cool Whip or the store brand whipped topping, and you're going to thaw that in the refrigerator. 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin, and this is regular pumpkin, not the kind that has the pumpkin spice in it or that's like pre-flavored for pumpkin pie. This is regular, plain old pumpkin. And then you'll need 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice to put into the dip, and then a little bit extra that you're going to just sprinkle on top for serving. And as I said, you'll also need assorted cookies for dipping, such as graham crackers, ginger snaps, vanilla wafers, gingerbread cookies, even those little, I don't know what they're called. I call them windmill cookies, but those little windmill cookies would be good in this also. So anything like that. Or even the butter cookies that come in the metal can, anything like that would be great to dip in this.
Wait, butter cookies in metal can? That's not just for sewing supplies?
No, often you can find cookies inside of those. Not always, but sometimes. There should be a game, cookies or thread?
It's almost always thread.
Could be buttons. Could be
buttons. Could be buttons.
Buttons are easy to tell, though, because they make a lot of buttony noises, but thread does not, and it can sound like cookies.
You know what they say? That's how the thread crumbles.
So here we go. In a medium-sized bowl, beat your Neufchâtel or cream cheese until fluffy. Add powdered sugar. And give it a little stir before you start beating, or the powdered sugar will rise like a cloud right in your face. Okay, get that powdered sugar mixed in and then beat that in until it's very well mixed. Then add your pumpkin and your pumpkin pie spice and mix that well. And you want to make sure that there's no white lines. If you don't get the cream cheese mixed in really well, it'll leave white lines through it, and then you'll have spots that aren't blended well. Once you get that all mixed in, fold in your whipped topping very carefully, and then beat it on low for about a minute just to make sure everything's really mixed up well. Now put it into the bowl that you want to serve it in or take it in. If you have a nice bowl that holds about, once it's fluffed up, you probably need about a 1-quart container. So if you have a nice decorative 1-quart container with a lid that you can put it into so it's ready to go, put it in there. And then you want to chill this for 1 or 2 hours just so it sets up a bit. Now, before you serve this, you want to sprinkle it lightly with pumpkin pie spice because it looks really pretty when you do that. And then you could even put the bowl like on a plate and put the cookies all around it. And it looks really nice. And I'm telling you, it tastes very good. It's very, very good. Now, you can also make this recipe sugar-free by substituting the powdered sugar for about 3 packets of the type of sweetener that you like Equal would be good in this. If you want to use a sugar-free sweetener, just go light on it because it tends to be a little bit sweet because you have the cream cheese has a little bit of that sweet flavor, and then you have your whipped topping, and you can get sugar-free whipped topping easily. everything else, nothing else has sugar in it. So you're all set. So this is a very easy recipe to make sugar-free, which is kind of nice. And then you can get sugar-free cookies to serve with it. Also, I was thinking, they have those new Oreos that don't have a filling. They're the Oreos Thins, which are just the cookies. I bet those would be also very good in this, especially if it's like a darker chocolate. I think that would be also good in here. So there you go, a nice little pumpkin dessert dip to take when you're invited somewhere and you don't know what to take and you don't want to do a lot of work. And it's very tasty and people will like it. And they'll probably ask you for the recipe. And if they do, you can send them to me because we will have this on our website and in our newsletter. And remember, sign up for our newsletter if you want to get our recipes every time we put out a podcast because we'll send them right to your inbox for you.
And make sure to check us out online on Facebook and Threads at Mary Mac Bakehouse, on Instagram at Mary Mac Bakehouse and Mary Mac Podcast, on our website, marymacbakehouse.com, and in person every Saturday in November at Standing Chimney. Go to standingchimney.com for more information.
Thanks a lot for listening if you did, and if you didn't, too bad for you.